Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a pick your card reading, where we'll look at what you could prepare for in the coming months. Whatever time you watch this should apply. As always, pick cards 1, 2, or 3. The timestamps are in the description area below for your convenience, and we'll start with cards 1. If you pick cards 1, let's see what you could prepare for in the coming months. Alright, you have the Four of Fire, Not for You, Crossing Bridges, and Higher Ground. Let's see if you could see that. Okay, so the Four of Fire is Four of Wands in traditional tarot, and Crossing Bridges says it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. And with all these cards, especially the Crossing Bridges and the Higher Ground card, I do see you in a certain situation where you were possibly trying to get something stable, trying to get something balanced, trying to move through an endeavor with the least amount of stress and worry and drama as possible. But there was something that kind of kicked that up anyway. And these cards are asking you to let go of that issue, to kind of move past it. It's about healing, connecting, mending, and releasing what no longer serves you, what is hurting you, what is holding you back, what is hindering you. Higher Ground also asks you to take the high road, to look at that situation that is not for you, the situation that puts you in the drama, in the negativity, in that chaos and conflict, and to rise above it. The Higher Ground is asking you to look at the situation from a different perspective, to take a neutral point of view or the other person's point of view to see where things went wrong so you could find a way to bring solution to that, resolution to that, to complete that, bring a completion of sorts. Now, Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It's a card of building something on solid and stable ground. The foundation is strong. And the Not For You card is representing that thing that came in there and kind of nudged that off track for you. Whatever that is, it could be a relationship with a significant other, a friendship, a sibling, or even a job or a creative endeavor. Whatever this is for you, because we're all different. It's about finding a way to get that under control. Don't let it stop you from reaching your greatness. Don't let it stop you from getting to that higher ground where you feel your goal is at. And the Crossing Bridges card, it usually represents not burning bridges, not tearing down that foundation that helped you get where you are today. So if you can't walk away, which that card represents, if it's hard to walk away from this person or this endeavor or this career, what have you, it's time to find a way to bring solution, to mend it, to bring it together, to not burn those bridges, because you will need to go back and repair it, to find all the cracks, all the dents, all the things that needs fixing, and find a way to fix it. And it's possibly better to fix it with that person. Communicate with that person. Explain the situation to the person and let them explain it to you so you could see it from that different perspective. So you could see their side of it and understand that they are human too. And they could see that in you as well, that you are human, that you will have human feelings and emotions and possibly human actions and reactions. And hopefully this will be somewhat of a learning lesson for both of you so this doesn't occur again. That's the whole purpose here. Find a way not to allow that to come in and ruin your game, you know? Find a way to not allow that chaos and conflict to ruin what you set up on that foundation for greatness. Because that's what it can do if it lingers too long or if it goes unaddressed. So find a way to mend, find a way to heal, find a way to bring completion, solution, resolution to the chaos, to the battling, to the conflict, whatever this may be, so you could set up your future on that foundation of greatness and get to that higher ground you're searching for. This is something you could prepare for. Someone possibly from your past may come back with an apology, with possibly even an excuse, but it's up to you to forgive them. It's up to you to find a way to make sure this doesn't happen again and that it doesn't come in between your strategy of achieving greatness and throw you off of your game, you know? This is definitely something you could prepare for the coming months. Okay, let's move on. Moving on to cards 2. If you pick cards 2, let's see what you could prepare for in the coming months. You have Two of Earth, Come to the Edge, Breaking Trail, and Illumination. So what I'm seeing with these cards is that there's going to be a decision you have to make. The decision is in the Two of Earth. The Two of Earth is the Two of Pentacles in traditional tarot, and this shows you trying to balance something, balancing your life, balancing your emotions, balancing your mentality or your beliefs, balancing your career and your family life or your personal life and your social life, what have you. It's about balancing here. And you're going to have to make a decision on which one of those things you want to put most of your time and energy into. It's about illumination here. It's about lighting up one of those things that will that need your attention the most. Now, yes, it's about balancing, because I see that with this card too, the Come to the Edge card. It's about balancing, but there is something, one of these things, possibly one of several things that needs your attention most. So you're going to have to figure out which one of those things has to be corrected so you can maintain that balance, so you can have stability where you need it. Because as of now, it seems like one thing is dominating the other. One thing is needing more attention than the other, or you're putting more attention into one thing over the other, and there's no balance there. Now, Come to the Edge and Breaking Trail talks about doing something new, doing something fresh, doing something out of the box or out of the ordinary, taking a risk, going down a different territory or a different avenue, something that you were possibly afraid to do, but I do believe will pay off. A breakthrough is at hand. That's what that card says. It's about veering off path for a minute, you know? The trail you had laid before you, it's time to go in the other direction. Time to go in a direction you weren't ready for, but you have to take that risk, because that leap of faith is going to lead you exactly where you need to be. Now, when it comes to the decision you have to make, I do believe that breaking this trail, doing something new, taking this risk is a result of that. You're going to have to regulate your needs. You're going to have to regulate your wants. You're going to have to balance these two out. You're going to have to balance two parts of yourself, two parts of your life, two or more parts of your life that are vying for the same attention. And it's time to take that risk, take that leap of faith, do something new, break a trail, blaze your own trail in regards to whatever this is for you. This situation is asking you to do something off the beaten path, to do something that you possibly fear the risk of. As long as you use your intuition, which I'm getting from the Illumination card, the moon signifies your intuition, that gut feeling that tells you where your best move would be. As long as you follow that intuition and open yourself up to new things, I believe this will help you in this endeavor, whatever this may be. Now, with this being the Two of Earth here, it can be a career opportunity. It can be something to do with your job, with your work, or with your money and balancing of these things. Maybe you're balancing work and home. Maybe you're trying to balance your money, your saving, your spending. Maybe you're trying to balance the job, the day job and the business, you know, the day job and the self-made business. Whatever this is, it's about finding balance. Finding balance and taking a risk. Whatever you wanted to take a risk on, whatever you've been wanting to take a leap of faith on, this may be what you're preparing for. These coming months may be steering you down this direction so you can break a trail, so you can blaze a trail and do something no one else is doing, or do something even you thought you wouldn't do yourself. So whatever this is, I do see you coming up with ideas, good ideas, good strategies, good plans, something new, something fresh. I get that with the Illumination card. It's like that light bulb going off. New things are coming to you, asking you to take a risk, asking you to do something out of the ordinary. And I do believe this will lead you down the path to your success. Definitely. All right, let's move on. Moving on to cards 3. If you pick cards 3, let's see what you could prepare for in the coming months. You have the Emperor, Yang, Desert Passage, and Open Your Heart. Okay, for some of you, this can represent a relationship. This can represent a love or matters to do with the heart. I get that with Open Your Heart here. And I see that in the symbolism of the yang. It's about you giving something, giving your passion, giving your heart, giving your soul to another. And that other can be represented in the Emperor. The Emperor is a male figure, and it's usually someone who is dominating, someone who is an authority figure, someone who is very strong, strong-willed, determined, ambitious, and the boss. You know, this can be someone who is significant to you or someone who may influence you in the coming months, but it's about finding your way. Desert Passage says, trust there's a divine plan. So this card represents you going off on your own into the mountains to have a spiritual retreat with yourself, to connect with your intuition, to connect with the divine, to get guidance. And I see that working in the relationship sector. It's time for you to figure out the next move in your relationship, or if this isn't to do with your relationship, it can be your career, something you're passionate about, something you put a lot of your heart into, your passions into, your soul into, something that you've put a lot in. You planted that seed, you tilled the soil, you nurtured the plant, and now you're watching it grow and bring you fruit. And that's how I feel here, especially with the Emperor. This can also mean your business, your job, you as the authority figure, you as the leader, you as the one making moves and making things happen, like the boss or the CEO of a company or your life. It's about you taking control, you taking the reins, you leading that path along with the divine, co-creating, working together, following your intuition, moving forward on a path that you and divine help create for your own good, for your betterment. And opening your heart, this card is asking you to do just that, to put out there what you were afraid to put out there, to expose what you were afraid of showing, to share what you were afraid of giving. It's about finding that strength within you and allowing that to move forward and to flow forward so you could get your goals. Don't hold back. I feel these cards are asking you not to be passive, not to wait, not to slow down. It's like go, 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 especially with the Yang card here. It's like burning with fire, burning with passion, burning with energy. Let it out, you know? Open up your heart, open up your hands, let out that passion. So whatever you've been holding in or holding back, it could even be communication, something you've been wanting to say to someone else, an announcement, something you've been wanting to shout from the rooftops. It could be anything that you've held in that you want to get out. And for a lot of you, it can be with matters of the heart. It can be with your relationship, with that person that possibly left you feeling alone or deserted. You know, you may want to get things off of your chest to this person, or you may want to just move on with your head held high and continue on with your goals without them. Whatever this is for you, it's about finding that passion again, finding your truth and exposing that, letting it out, you know, giving it to the world. So this is something you could be preparing for in the coming months. This is something that could possibly happen for you, where you will just open yourself up, let everything pour out, your emotions, your beliefs, your opinions, your heart, your soul. Let it out and continue on with your journey in whichever way, shape, or form. I apologize about the jets in the background, and I hope this reading is helpful for you. Alright, I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. And thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. I'll have more videos like this for you soon, and I will see you soon.